The Zimbabwean elections have fallen short of being declared free, fair and transparent by SADC and the United Nations Observer Missions. Allegations of bias against state media, the SABC, have emerged from the observers of the regional bloc. The SADC team flagged voting delays, the banning of opposition rallies and biased state media coverage as concerns, while the head of the European Union's Observer Mission said the elections took place in a climate of fear. Speaking to the SABC on the sidelines of his visit to Soweto, President Ramaphosa called for peace until the matter is processed by SADC.
The SADC body has issued a preliminary report. They are still going to sit down together with many other observers and analyze everything. So let's wait until all that comes out. But the Electoral Commission in Zimbabwe has made a declaration, and it is on that basis that we have issued our congratulatory message. So the rest of other things still need to be processed, no doubt, and everybody, including the government of Zimbabwe, accepts that. So let's wait until everything is well processed.
Chamisa Citizens Coalition for Change has rejected the outcomes of the elections, sparking fear of violence breaking out in Zimbabwe. Ramaphosa has called on the people of Zimbabwe to remain peaceful and for those who have disputed the outcomes of the elections to follow all legal prescripts in the country's constitution.
Well, violence is one of those reactions that we abhor and want to avoid. And the Secretary General of the United Nations has made the same call, and so do we, that violence must be avoided at all costs. Elections are processes that are always either disputed or accepted, and when they are disputed, there are always channels in every country to challenge the outcome of the elections, and we want that to always be done on a peaceful basis.
Zimbabwe's President-elect Mnangagwa has slammed the SADC Observer Mission for overstepping its mandate. Zyambi, the country's Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, says these were the most transparent, free and fair elections in the history of Zimbabwe.
Commonwealth congratulated Zimbabwe for a peaceful, fair and transparent election, and AU did the same. I read the AU statement, it was very fair. I read the Commonwealth statement, it was very fair. But the SADC statement by Mumba, he went outside his mandate, and that is where we have problems with him. In fact, if I may put it to you, that this election is one of the most peaceful, the most fair election that we've ever seen.
All the stakeholders that have observed this election have condemned the Zimbabwean election, the pre-electoral environment, the election itself, and the post-electoral environment that we are in today. This election failed by all standards to meet the requirements of the law of our country, which is the Electoral Act and the Zimbabwean Constitution read together. It failed to meet the standards as articulated by SADC, the African Union, the European Union, and all the observers that were observing this election.
Ramaphosa was speaking at a GBV engagement with young men and boys in Soweto aimed at curbing gender-based violence in the country. GBV and femicide is on the rise, with government now wanting a plan focused on the growth and development of the boy child. Samkele Masego, SABC News, Soweto.